What is tire cupping? Uneven wear. My front tire is better than my rear tire. It's just uneven wear. It can happen from riding on flat roads or the roads you ride on, or riding your bike aggressively. It just happens. So you need to stay ahead of cupping on your motorcycle tires. So this one has minor cupping. It's 4 years, 5 months old. And then back here, this rear tire has even more cupping. And even though my tread indicator shows I've got some life left in the tires, I can keep them on till the end of the summer, but I can't do that because I want to go on a few long distance camping trips, for example. And with the Goldwing fuel pump recall, I'm leaning on this bike more than I typically would. Welcome back to the channel. Terry on Down the Road Productions. Today we're talking about getting new tires for our Rocket3GT. They're 4 years and 5 months old, and the culprit here is not just the age of the tires, it's tire cupping, which is uneven tire wear, like I covered at the beginning of the video. Big thing here is that the Avon Cobra tires that the Rocket originally came with, that's what I wanted. I was told I'd be lucky to get a set by early next year, 2025. And I think that's an issue for all Triumph motorcycle dealers in Canada, Mexico, and the United States of America. Given the fact that the Avon Cobra tires the Rockets came with really aren't going to be available for tire replacement on any Rocket3GT or Rocket3R until sometime in 2025. Your options come down to two Metzler products, the Metzler ME888 and the Metzler Cruisetech. We're going to talk about the Metzler Cruisetech tire first. Okay, so the Cruisetech from Metzler is the cheapest, lowest priced alternative. They're often found on Indian motorcycles. They have very good dry pavement or track usage traction. They can be ridden in wet weather or during the rain, but they're not so good there. They're adequate at most. I didn't want that, right? I'm a firm believer that if you need to get new tires on your motorcycle, you should always buy the tires that are optimum in wet weather traction. And that's just me, you know, riding up 2-lane roads or riding down the highway. Roadrunner magazine is a fantastic publication. They have said nothing but good things about Metzler products. So I'm not saying the Cruisetech is the end of the world if that's all you can afford. You really don't find out pricing on these things until you call your dealer. It's hit or miss. Yet the Cruisetech is your lowest priced option for the Rocket3GT and the Rocket3R. Okay, let's do the ME888. Okay, now we're talking about the Metzler ME888. Here's the rub. It's also out of production, so there are some left. Mine are ordered for our Rocket3GT. They're coming in from Wisconsin. Right before Father's Day, I should have new tires on my Rocket3GT. The ME888 has excellent wet weather traction and fantastic dry pavement traction. That's what I want with. I'm going to include the pricing information for me. I did get a, I think you guys know, a United States Air Force veteran. I did get a military discount. The butt kicker for me with this military discount was that my selling dealer won't give me any discount, and their prices are much higher. So I got these tires through Dick Scott Motorcycles in Livonia, Michigan. Another thing a lot of people don't realize when you get new motorcycle tires, the rear tire on the Rocket 3 requires a bead compound, and mine required 30 ounces of bead compound. And I think that was an extra 30 bucks, which again, they discounted for me being in the military. Everything's prepaid. I'm going to pay labor after they're done with the bike. I think they put 2 hours of labor for doing 2 tires, which I think is really high. I'd rather find out what the labor is. It's 145 bucks an hour to do this. I think you guys know too that a lot of people know, at least, maybe not so many Goldwing owners know, that there's a recall on the fuel pump for the Goldwing right now. The new fuel pumps won't be available till July or August, and that's the way it is. So can I still ride my Goldwing? Absolutely. I'm leaning on the Rocket more until the new fuel pump is in under recall warranty. I want to do some trips. A major camping trip came up in the Upper Peninsula this weekend. Perfect for me. I've got some great camping gear. Thing is I'm not going to make that trip without new tires on my bike. It's a decision I chose for safety purposes. I want those new tires on the Rocket. I love riding it. My plan right now is to use the Rocket GT 80% of the time until the Honda Goldwing fuel pump recall part is in for the Goldwing, and then I can go back to the Goldwing a bit more, maybe make it 50-50. All right guys, let's wrap up this video.
So what do you think of the rear tire first? See, here's the ridge right here.
Well, you're definitely cupping on there.
Okay.
It's not great for going into corners.
Yeah, right. And how bad is the front?
Front's not as bad. You're still getting a little cupping there, but it's not as bad.
Yeah, so it's really the rear. Well, I carry a lot of weight back there, like camping gear and stuff, so I can see why it would be more worn.
All right, let's do our wrap up. So for me, I think not having the Avon Cobra tires available is a big miss for Triumph motorcycles, and it's impacting owners like me that do put some modicum of miles on their Rocket3 GT and Rocket3R motorcycles. Obviously, I would rather have the Metzler ME888 tires on my Rocket. I think they're superior to the Avon Cobra tires the bike came with, but here's the rub: they are no longer made. So if you want a set of ME888 tires for your Rocket motorcycle, there are a few left in warehouses. So I think it's time to raise the flag on this. You know, the Rocket3GT with its tire sizing, it's just not that easy right now to get replacement tires for your Rocket motorcycle. So I'm blaming Triumph Motorcycles, and I don't want to hear about supply and demand. You know, you should be able to get tires for your motorcycle, and that brings us back to the Cruisetech tire, which is a worse tire in my opinion than the Avon Cobra tire that came on the Rocket3 GT initially. And maybe that's the plan with Triumph, is to, you know, just have people only have access to the Cruisetech tires for their Rockets. And so be careful. Top tip: when you go to your Triumph dealer and say, hey, I need tires, they are going to offer you the Cruisetech immediately. That's what Detroit Triumph did to me. They don't expect you to do research on tires.
Whoa, whoa. Baby steps, please.
They just expect you to take them. So I think the hit with the Cruisetechs are wet weather traction compared to the ME888 significantly. And I think the rub is that the ME888 is the best tire out of all three for the Rocket motorcycle. So I'm grateful I was able to secure a new set of tires, good ones for my Rocket3 GT. Who knows after 3 or 4 years what the tire situation will be like for Rocket motorcycles. Ultimately, maybe sometime in 2025, a supply of Avon Cobra tires will open up for the US market, but I'm not crossing my fingers. It was my intent for this video to raise the flag with all you Rocket 3 owners out there, Rocket3 GT and Rocket3R. If you need new tires or are thinking about it, grab a set of ME888s if you can. If not, wait for your tires to go bad and get stuck with a cheap set of Cruisetechs. That might be fine on dry pavement. It might be a different experience for you in wet weather that you are accustomed to with the Avon Cobra Chrome tires. Alright guys, that wraps up this episode. Dick Scott, I had them look at our tires. Malcolm came out and confirmed the cupping of both tires. The front was better than the rear. I've got more cupping on the right side of my front tire than the left side. So that answered my right turn question a bit more too. Feels a little bit weird right now going to the right for me. Late next week, I'll have my new ME888s on the bike. Hey everyone, we're on your side. What you've done to help this channel grow, I'm speechless, and I say that sincerely. I'm meeting a lot of riders right now this year, and I'm meeting a lot of 4Runner owners. You know, people are excited about motorcycles and 4Runners a lot, and I'm finding that out when I just go to the store or, you know, go to a place like Dick Scott's Power Sports in Livonia, Michigan. There you go, another episode from us. We've got a lot of editing to do. I don't know if you guys know, I do my own editing, and it takes me 6 to 8 hours of video sometimes. It gets frustrating, and sometimes I have to reshoot a scene because of an issue with the file or things like that. So, you know, I'm trying to get to 2 to 3 videos a week, and I think I'm doing that right now. It's just the amount of time for editing, and I don't complain because I feel blessed to have a YouTube channel. It is a passion of mine to help other people out, be an advocate for other people, and provide good, solid information based on my background and experience with engineers.
Okay, we finished up at Dick Scott, and I'm stopping here for a chocolate shake. You guys have a great day. We think of you. Wish you were here with me.